Hello, everyone. Pleasure to be here today. Tremblay or Jean-Francois. I am the Business Development Manager for Nutaku. We'll be talking about the adult gaming space as an alternative to putting your games out in a market that's untapped. To be honest, we'll look at some numbers. We'll look at some past games, past successes. How can you take advantage of this new vertical within the space? And how we do it and how we can be your partners in supporting your dreams of being successful game developers. So let us start with a very, very simple game definition by the ESRB. Adult games can be defined as explicit nudity or explicit sex scenes. That's it, period. It's as simple as that. From there, it can take 1,001 forms, 1,001 shapes, but bottom line, this is what an adult game is. So is this a new thing? Is this a new thing in the market? Has sex, for some strange reason, appeared 4 years ago on Nutaku? Absolutely not. Let's go back in time for a bit. Joys of Sex, back in 1983 or somewhere like that. A lot of you guys probably don't remember the existence of CDI, or interactive CD, made by a company, well-known company called Phil. And they got into this space, so it's not a new thing. Obviously, can't go talking about the history of sex in games without mentioning Leisure Suit Larry, of course, right? We all know that guy. A little more recent, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas had a lot of adult content integrated into the game. I think it was part of its success also because people are looking for it. And even more recently, The Witcher, with very explicit sex content. Not as explicit as ours, but for some mainstream content, it was out there. It was out there. So it's not a new thing. Let's talk about the market and how we kind of went from failures in the mainstream, and unfortunately there's a lot more failures than successes in the mainstream world in the game development and game distribution. Less than 1% are actually financially successful or even viable. And you probably know that better than anyone, being actors of this industry yourselves. How do we... So once again, 1% successful, 99% will fail. We're at 100%. Math are good. Once again, let's go through that really fast. So how do we know that? How do we realize that? So Nutaku was born Super Hippo a few years ago, and we said, hey, this is a great space. We want to make games. There's a lot of successful game developers out there. We are good developers, great ideas, and of course we're going to develop a game that's going to revolutionize the gaming world and going to make us very successful publishers / developers. So we invested $1 million in development, 11 complete the game, and we actually generated $400,000 of gross revenue. We kind of consider this as a fail. So we said, okay, maybe we did a few things wrong. We're going to learn, of course, right? Because we're brilliant. We're going to learn about these from these mistakes, and we're going to do it again. So, but we said, we'll take smaller bites. We went for a $600,000 development budget with an 8-month production timeline. That one rated $50,000 in revenues. We also consider this as a major fail. So we said, okay, it's hard to succeed in the mainstream. We have an adult gaming or an adult entertainment background. How about we create a platform dedicated to this type of content? So how does it go along? Bottom line is, whether you're in the mainstream world, whether you're in the adult, not because you put a sex scene in a game as a reward to the player that you're going to be successful. It starts with a great game first and foremost. let's see how Nutaku, 4 years later, we'll see some numbers, we'll give you some use cases, we'll give you some examples of the games. But globally speaking, website traffic ranking by category, in the global ranking of websites, Nutaku, 4 years after its inception, we launched 4 years ago, this February actually, we will be celebrating our 4th year. We're number 426 on the global rank, 213 in US, number 34 in the adult space. That's beside YouTube's, the Pornhubs, YouPorn, and other websites of the nature. And surprisingly enough, we are number 6 in the gaming category. So what does this tell us? It definitely tells us that there's a demand. People are buying into it, and we'll see some more numbers. We are today very proud to say that we are the largest adult free-to-play and premium game, destined for adult, obviously, in the market. We believe we're a good alternative to the could I add a few saturated marketplaces, whether it be Google Play Store, whether it be Steam with its 30,000 titles, whether it be iOS, although we are not present on iOS. But bottom line is, discoverability becomes the main issue for all you guys out there. User acquisition budgets are skyrocketing. Cost of user acquisition is way too expensive for the type of revenues that most of the games can generate. So it's a lose-lose situation. You need massive cash flow to ensure user acquisition and discoverability. But on the other hand, your game is just one among thousands of games out there. Sorry. So less than 4 years ago, 1 million registered users. July 2016, Kumochi, we tried our own crowdsourcing or crowdfunding platform. It didn't work too well, but hey, we gave it a try. December 2016, just a year later, 5 million registered users. Not a bad growth, huh? Just 1 year. September 2017, we made an investment in Montreal. So we are based in Montreal. Our headquarters are in Montreal. We do have offices in Bucharest that handle all production, localization, QA, all that good stuff. November 2017, 10 million registered users. We are happy to say this will be updated shortly. The official numbers are coming out. We are very, very proud and excited to announce we have a little over 20 million registered users as of December 2018. So look at it this way, November 2015 to December 2018, that's only a 3-year window. We went from 1 million registered users to 20 million registered users. Oh, where's that? Okay, so what's that market like? How do we monetize this? Is there money involved? Is there revenue, guys? So currently, we do 113 to 123. Actually, the official number for December is not 113 million visits, but 123 million. Piece of information, August 2018, we were hitting our first 100 million visitors. So 25% or 23% growth in just under 4 months. So it shows that there is a market out there. Our closest competitors would be Candy, Faku, or DLSite. DLSite is probably the largest, but it also offers other type of games or content. Faku at 4.4. So basically, our traffic just our competition out there. Let's see how we compare to mainstream. So still that 113. Congregate has 22.2 million visits according to DLSite. Miniclip is 21 million and going down. Newgrounds at 16, Armor Games at 12. So once again, we have 10 times the traffic of Armor Games. We have almost 6 times the traffic of Congregate. So yeah, there's a market out there. People want this type of content, and they're doing it. How do we grow? That's the timeline as far as our game offering. So we're currently at 250 games, which means that if you have a game on Nutaku, whether you go through the publishing arm or you go distribution, you are one of 250, not one of 30,000. So we believe this resolves the discoverability issue. with 20 million plus registered players visiting the site regularly on a basis. Your game is has the chance to be on that top 10 leaderboard. We're forecasting another 50 to 75 games in 2019. So how much did we invest? We started by licensing out and just porting out Asian games. It was the simplest way, it was the fastest way to generate content and to populate the platform. But for the last few years, we've created an investment fund. We've been very active on it. I have a team of 8 biz devs working with teams such as yours to identify great games that we can actually fund, ensure distribution. So we funded 32 games last year. We're very, very proud to say that. It's been keeping us busy, right, Tom? And it's not over. We're currently reviewing or having in discussion at various stages of these discussions 164 projects in the books. So we're confident that we're going to reach that 50 to 75 additional games next year, or this year. We are in 2019. So what kind of games do we support? Platform-wise, everything goes. Free-to-play, premium, and or mobile. As far as the publishing Nutaku goes, or Nutaku publishing, where the publishing opportunities go, we want to focus on mainly free-to-play games. 95% of our revenues are generated from our free-to-play games. It's as simple as that. We will ensure distribution of premium games. We probably will not be funding premium games unless you've got the next real super hit on the table. But if you're into the premium space, we're not so interested. What we are interested on the other hand, is mobile. Currently, our traffic shows and our revenues from the games show clearly that it's roughly a 50-50 split between play browser, PC, and mobile. I would say that right now mobile is the fastest growing revenue generation or revenue generator on Nutaku, on our platform. We are also very excited to say that we're going to facilitate access to the mobile content through the launch in early Q2. So we're currently in beta stage and soft testing and soft launching our own Nutaku. Basically, facilitate access to the content for the users. So literally, you'll download the Nutaku app, hit the download button, installs automatically, you have access to the game. No more hoops, no more going around left and right to download and install the game. So we're very confident that this will have a very, very high positive impact on traffic and revenue generation from the games that we distribute. So let's look at some numbers. Top grossing games in 2018 alone. So Kamihimi Project grossed $4.2 million. So we were asking the question, remember a few minutes ago where we were asking the question, is there a market? Is there money in this space? Of course, it's a vertical. Let's be honest. It's a niche within a niche. It doesn't compare to the behemoths and the gigantic games out there, but it's still $4.2 million in a year, which is not bad. Booty Calls generated almost a few hundred thousand shy of $3 million, and Chick Wars at 2.4. DAUs, just to give you a heads up or an indicator on what kind of engagement are we getting from this audience, Booty Calls has an average DAU for December of 25,000. That's not bad. Hentai Heroes, FAP CEO with 82,000 DAUs. They've launched in August, if I remember correctly. That's just 4 months. And they've been consistently present in the top 10, on the top 10 leaderboard of top grossing apps on Nutaku with their launch. I know Radu's very happy camper. And we actually... So we have a lot of opportunities also coming out of this because of our proximity to the largest adult entertainment group in the world, Geek. We can also brand games. So what we did, we took a game called FAP CEO. We took the game called FAP CEO, and we turned it. We created a men version, a gay version, in collaboration with men.com. Men.com is the largest gay destination site in the world. It's as simple as that. And once again, Radu's very happy about that move. So how can you guys get access to what we do, to this distribution platform, and to our funding opportunities? So first and foremost, play some of our top games. Nutaku.net, play those top 10s. Identify what are the key components of each and every one of these games. There are common threads. It's very, very clear what you can do. And then present us with your game. We have a team, once, as I said, of 8 business developers out there who are eager and willing to talk with you, then identify a strategy to take your existing game. And this is the premium model that we love. You guys have games that have been in the marketplace for some time, either with little or limited success. If you're looking to generate additional revenues from these games, you talk with our business development team. We look at an adultification strategy. So what an adultification strategy looks like is a little more than just taking your game and slapping some nude or explicit content over and on top. We are looking for content integration, not just slapping pictures. So the adult components of the game can be core, or at least be properly integrated with the existing gameplay. So once you've built this presentation package, or the pitch, we will review your game. We will provide you with constructive feedback every step of the way, whether the one-pager format down to the full-blown presentation package for funding. And then we have a very simple gate review system based on 2 gates. Gate 1 is to give an indicator on what's our level of interest in this game. How do we feel it's going to perform within the platform? We're going to build financial models around it, forecastings. We're going to answer all the questions, dot all the I's, and cross all the T's. We'll put it in front of our 8-people review committee, and the decision will be taken to either fund or not your game. It's very simple. It's pretty fast. The type of documentation that we ask is nothing that you don't already have. Production milestones, global budgets, GDDs, TDDs, all the good stuff that you guys already have to build your own game. Once the game is approved, contract is signed, we then assign a dedicated producer to your game, get a dedicated game designer. We have in-game economy specialists. If you guys, for instance, don't have the talent in-house to develop or to produce the adult art, we have with dozens of studios that can take that task off your hands and take ownership of that, and it would basically develop the art that you can then integrate and complete your game development cycle. Development begins, game is launched. Every game that is funded through the Nutaku Publishing has ensured featuring and ensured marketing. We have a team of 6 marketing. We have a team of marketing of 6 people. We're actually investing $1 million in marketing budget this month alone. So we're serious about this, and I think the numbers, the growth from 1 to 20, for anywhere 10 to 20, however you want to look at it on a larger scale or a short term, is just proving that our marketing people know what they're doing as far as user acquisition is concerned. And then it's in your hands to build a sticky, engaging game that our users will buy into. We have developed, so what kind of people are we working with? We are literally working with development studios across the world. We are on the road, right, Tom? On the road once a month, traveling the world, whether it be in Asia, America, or North America, looking to put the message out there and meet with developers such as you. So we'd love to see your country and or your city added as a dot on that worldwide map developers. Yeah, we do have two in Africa, one in Congo and the other one is in Kenya, I think. Right, Tom? I think it's Kenya. I think it is, somewhere like that. Yeah, so it's pretty exciting. And that's it. You have any questions, please fire away. That's what I'm here for. Yes? Yeah.
Great, thanks. Good presentation.
Thank you.
Asking for a friend. You mentioned that you are looking for mobile games. Is the storefront the user like Apple and Google, or are they shunning from this? Is the storefront your platform somehow?
The storefront is our platform. The storefront is our platform. So they'll be able to access it whether it be from online or from the downloadable client, which is basically our own store.
So it's like Android only on a mobile, or?
Yes, unfortunately, the iOS world, well, to some extent, through HTML5, we will tap into the iOS crowd, but it's not our core focus. Our core focus is Android.
Okay, great, thanks.
What is the store cut?
What is the what?
Cut of the revenues you take.
I don't see any. I don't see any signs of slowing as far as gross revenues are concerned. Oh, the rev share cap. Oh, sorry, that part. I heard the cap of revenues. Our basic model, our starting position is 50-50. Very standard in the industry. No. All in-app purchase. 100% of those revenues are in-app purchases.